Brock's the British Tech Guru. Well, it's been a year, apparently, according to YouTube. So I'll drink to that. Anyway, let's see, what has the last year brought me? Well, I think the realization that YouTube is highly unlikely to get me any money. But then on the other hand, it never really was intended as a money-making medium. Mosquitoes are out. And why I started the videos? For two things. Number one, as a visual resume to show the kinds of things that I can do and the kinds of things that I do that are not related to my current job. Now, as you all know, or some of you might know, in the 90s, I qualified to degree level in computing, so that's systems analysis, computer programming, etc. Right at the time when nobody could get a job for love nor money. I followed that up with my degree in my bachelor's degree, and I had a blast doing the bachelor's degree. But though I'm qualified in computing to, as I said, degree level, and I've done bits and bobs with computing for a long time, I did kind of walk away from it about 2009 maybe, and took a total break from computing for probably about 10 years. And then I kind of came back. I've always had a laptop, but you know, took a break from coding and design. Then a couple of years ago, I discovered the Raspberry Pi, and I've been having a whole blast with that. But back to the year of YouTube. What have I learned from this year of YouTube? Apart from it's highly unlikely to make any money, but I'm doing it because I enjoy it, because it's fun, and because I think people like to see what I do. With the stuff that I'm doing, the computer stuff, I do get comments like, "Now I understand that. You did that really well. I'm glad you're doing that." But the computer stuff gets very few viewers. Now, the stuff that gets more viewers, well, I mean, the shorts, obviously, which is why I'm doing so many shorts. They get a lot of viewers, and that really surprises me. But hey, it is what it is. And the shorts they're a bit short, and I like to make each short in one take, and I do a short as a short, not a short as cut from other bits of videos. So the shorts I like the shorts because they're simple and quick to do. I can say, "Hey, here's this is how this works," boom, done, and I get a lot of views because the shorts get promoted excessively well. Now, the one curious thing I find, no matter what the video I show, what the video I do, if it's a 5-second video, people will view 1 second of it. Like, what's with that? And I haven't worked out yet an algorithm for what's going on, but there does seem to be a general drop-off towards the end of the video. Well, that's to be expected, as people, you know, their missus calls them and says, "Hey, it's time for tea. Come and leave that nasty computer alone and enjoy my tea." And yeah, I can understand that. That's not a big issue. What puzzles me is why on a short video people will view 2 or 3 seconds and the video hasn't really got started. I'm suspecting that YouTube has an awful lot of bots out there. And in fact, I've seen bots advertised. Pay, what, $100 and get 1,000 extra subscribers and 10,000 views. Yeah. Do they really think YouTube isn't on to that? I think I covered that in my video on Promosm. And the other thing I notice is that some YouTube channels, they seem to be, the characters in them seem to be meeting and having dialogues with other YouTube channels, and they both share the same videos. That's kind of interesting. I don't actually know anybody locally, and here's a hint. I'm just outside Columbia, South Carolina. I don't actually know anybody locally that does technology videos. Now, the whole aim of my channel was to do technology, like computing, maybe radio and that kind of stuff. But I seem to have gone into doing some DIY as well. The DIY seems to be going quite well. And you know, there's lots of stuff on DIY and stuff and so on that I could film that I do anyway. And let me tell you this, the DIY is stuff that I'm doing for myself or for my disabled mistress, lady friend, whatever. And she uses a wheelchair. So that's why I built the disabled ramp, and that's why I do a lot of the things that I do. And including the washing machine shed, because that washing machine is still good, it just leaks. She wanted one that didn't leak, so we put a new one in that didn't leak, and I put that one in the shed, and eventually I'll plumb it in, because it still works. And if it's outside in a shed that is designed for water to drip through the cracks in the boards, then yes, it's still going to be usable as a washing machine. And I just don't see the point of throwing something out that works, even if it leaks a little bit. In fact, I think everything should be out of the house. You want the house to be dry. And I don't like this central heat and air stuff either. I think it's very wasteful. Because you're heating or cooling a whole building when you might only need a room or two. As I said, this is the 1 year analysis. I notice my views are increasing, not as quickly as I would like. And at the beginning of my channel, I had 0 viewers. Now I'm up to about 98. It did go up to 99 yesterday, and then back down to 98. So obviously I must have said something somebody didn't like. Well, okay. So I say something somebody else doesn't like. Well, boo. I'm not unhappy. What did they say at Watergate? Or was it Kennedy said? President Kennedy. You can please some of the people all the time, and all the people some of the time, but never all the people all the time. And I'm not going to pander to the lowest common denominator. I am not going to do the kind of stuff that some of the other channels do. I'm not going to stand up and say, like and subscribe, remember, like and subscribe, remember, like and subscribe, remember, like and subscribe. Or remember, like and subscribe. No, I'm not going to do that. If you want to like and if you want to subscribe, that's entirely up to you. Like I said, I'm not in this for money. I'm in this for myself. and it's a visual representation of the kinds of things I can do. As I've said, that was the main aim, a kind of a visual resume of the stuff that never appears on my resume. Now, I'm not sure where the channel is going to go. I have felt a little bit swept up in the enthusiasm to get viewers and get views and get likes. But I'm feeling a little bit swept up with that. So I've been doing some technology videos again rather than tool videos. I'll probably do a few more tool videos. I don't want to get so swept up with the channel that I forget what I'm doing. And I don't want to get swept up with wanting to be popular. If you know me in real life, you'll know I don't give a rat's behind about being popular. I do what is right. I don't do things that are popular. I do the thing that is right. And I will not stand by and watch somebody struggle if it's within my power and my availability to assist them. I will not lecture anybody. I will not talk down to anybody. And we are all equal. Some people know some things better than me, and I know some things better than others. And some of our experiences differ. Now, my experiences will differ from your experiences. That's what makes us unique and human. And I don't want to become a YouTube whore where I chase likes, subscriptions, views, as if they were a kind of heroin. I want to sniff them all the time. No, I'm not a YouTube whore, and I never will be a YouTube whore. And I'm sure that if I was a young lady, a lot younger, and a young lady, I could probably get views just by looking. Yes, I know you're going to accuse me of sexism. You're probably right. But I mean, it seems like the channels presented by ladies get more views. I don't know why, but they do. Excuse the frogs in the background. I am out in date here. Because you'll hear frogs, you'll hear crickets, you'll hear all sorts. So anyway, this 1 year of YouTube has been interesting. I've learned a little bit, not a lot, learned a little bit. I still film all my videos with a cell phone. Oh, be quiet, Mr. Frog. I tell them to be quiet and they all start up. Anyway, I've learned a little bit, but I'm going to stick with my amateur presentation. I'm not a professional. I have no intention of being a professional YouTuber. And sure, it would be nice to make lots and lots of money off YouTube, but I don't believe anybody really does, even though they might claim to. Because by the time somebody starts making real money from YouTube, Google will change the formula so they make less. So I really am not too bothered about making vast amounts of money. Well, I mean, in fact, it would be rather nice to make 1 cent. But there we are. So I'm on a year of my channel, and I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing, and I hope it doesn't change me any. And on that note, I'll see you in the next video, which will, I promise you, will be much more interesting.